Yes! I am hero and obey. Those are some of the sounds that the Warcraft 3 Blade Master might make. But what does that matter to you? Because this is Starcraft 2! So, let's have a look at what's going on, shall we? It's myself as the blue Zerg against Vendetta as the red Terran. Now, this is on the map Steppes of War. Steppes of War is technically mostly seen as a rush map, but you'll be surprised, you can actually have some really long games in this map, which just go on for quite a while. So the map's actually got a lot of potential. It's not just for rushing, but it probably is on the lower levels, but on the higher levels it actually ends up being quite a good map actually. Both players get to explore quite a lot of tech trees and units and such, which most other maps probably wouldn't let them get to. So, here we can see, this looks like a 9 barracks, or 10 barracks. Myself, I'm going for a late spawning pool because I have got a new build, which is basically sticking to the 14 pool and then 16 hatchery. So that gives me loads of economy. Of course it's a bit risky on a rush map, but not many Terrans do tend to rush, and if they do try to rush with Reapers, then just got to rely on micro really to try and hold them off whilst I can actually get units to deal with it. So he's already scattered that I've got no expansion yet, but I'm intending to get one soon. When I get to roughly about 200 minerals, I'm probably going to send a drone out if I can. Meanwhile he's still going for his marines. And here comes the drone, but look at this. Typical sneaky Terran, building the bunker there. So I've got myself a couple of drones. I'm going to take out that SCV and then probably try and take out the bunker afterwards. Meanwhile I have my Overlord coming down. Very slowly, but he's the Overlord that needs to get behind this mineral line so I can see whether my enemy is going to be expanding or not. So here we go for this bunker. But there's a couple of Marines looking out for an Overlord, and they are about to find one. Now, one Marine is enough to kill an Overlord because it's so damn slow, so 2 is just overkill. So that's really going to hurt me, to be honest, at this point, because I need the Overlord. I don't want to lose Overlords early game, but of course I can't really help it when you're sending it to your enemy base like that, and it's like send it all the way around the map, but that's just so situational. Unfortunately, he brought another SCV to finish off this bunker, and I could not kill that in time. So I'm going to have to let him get that bunker back up, and I know that the Marines are going to be on their own as well. So originally I wanted to go for the hatchery, but I'm going to have to change tactics here. You see I've got a lot of minerals, and I wanted to use 300 of them onto the hatchery. So what am I going to have to do? I think I am going to have to go for roaches. Yes. Roaches are definitely going to be able to hold off this bunker and any Marines. I don't know why I'm getting FPS drops. This is really irritating, but bear with me. So what can we see my opponent do? He's going for a factory himself, and he's sticking to that bunker. So he's going to be denying me an expansion for quite a while. I can't take it on with Zerglings because I'm just going to get absolutely owned, as you can see. So I've really got to wait until that roach warren goes up and then create some roaches. So I don't think I'm being hurt too much here. I've still got about the same amount of drones, and he has got SCVs, but of course if I could get that expansion it's going to help me a lot more, but I obviously can't. So you've got to transition, you've got to change up your tactics, you've got to move along with the flow of the game. So he's got a lot of Marines inside of his base as well, and a bunker going up, so that's what I decided to do, is send some Zerglings to his base if he's going to be camping out there, and try and make some sort of use of them, but unfortunately I couldn't sneak him in any way to do some damage, so I'm going to have to back up. Now we've got Starport going down, so that could either mean Medivacs, or something like that, or Vikings, or Banshees. Who knows? You'll have to wait and see, won't you? Meanwhile, SCV is trying to sneak into my base, but my Queens are going to deny this just as well. I don't think he got to see the roach warren. No, he did not. So he doesn't know that roaches are out in the way, but he can probably suspect it because there's no way I can kill that unless I use an abundance of Zerglings and sacrifice a lot of them, or I could just wait a bit for roaches and kill it safely without losing anything. Choices. So let's see, here come the roaches. They are on their way, look at them. Or don't look at them. It's your choice, really. I'm not forcing you. So we can see the roaches going in for the kill. Wow, FPS drops down. That's nice. Just simply move the roaches being attacked out of the way. Kill off the couple of marines that are inside. And then go and push. Because roaches are still good against Terrans. Until they can get themselves siege mode on the tank. But I don't believe he's got that yet. And he doesn't look like he's researching it yet. He better hurry up with that, otherwise these roaches are going to be able to do some awesome damage and there's not much that can stop them. Now with Zerglings it's almost impossible to break through to a Terran's base when you're constantly attacking supply depots, because SCVs can comfortably repair the damage that these Zerglings are doing. But with roaches, they can't really keep up. So I noticed that bunker's there and that's doing a lot of damage, a lot of free damage on my roaches, so I don't really want to fight by it. If I can just finish off that tank and then go straight to his mineral line, that's my aim. So his marines can stay in that bunker if he likes, I don't care. So he's got himself an armory, so does this mean a 4's coming out? Yes it does. He needs that 4 in order to stop my roaches, and it's not going to be long until it comes out. What damage can I do? Hopefully kill a few SCVs. I did manage to kill a few. I'm now 5 more drones and he's got SCVs, and that 4 is easily going to pick off the rest of my roaches. I try to finish off that mule, but I don't think it's going to happen. No. Got a few more roaches outside here, but at this point it's like, no, I can't really push them anymore. I'll just be sacrificing them. I'll hold them for defense. Meanwhile, he's using a Viking to scout around my base, see if I'm expanding or not. As you can clearly see, he has not seen an expansion from myself yet, so is he getting suspicious as to what it is I'm doing? Got myself the Hydra stem because I know about that starport, so I'm worried about Banshees. So I want to have something to deal with it other than just queens, because even if you have a couple of queens, you can still get hurt pretty bad by Banshees. So yeah, it's never worth taking a risk against Banshees, because they can do some incredible damage if they are just left to their own devices. So what can we see? Production wise, I'm getting myself pneumatic. I can't even say the word at the moment. He's getting himself siege tech, so obviously he's going to have siege tanks very soon. I want to get the speed for my overlord so I can sneak in here from both sides and try and get a gander at his base, what it is he's doing. Most Terrans do tend to do this sort of mech build basically against Zerg, which involves getting a lot of mechanical stuff such as Hellions, tanks, 4s, and then slowly pushing out with that with a few marines as well for a bit of anti-air along with the 4s. Excuse me. You can see a couple of bunkers going down. That's not good news for me. It means he's going to be trying to secure himself an expansion. I don't even know if he needs those bunkers, but it's worth it, I suppose, just in case I might be doing some almighty push with the roaches of truth. But I'm not. Got myself a few Hydras. I've just lost an overlord, as you can notice, so my supply cap is there. I'm trying to spread the creep tumors now like mad. Getting a really sore throat suddenly, all of a sudden. That's really great. Yeah, I love to use creep tumors. Use creep tumors as much as you can, honest to God. Whenever you can spare them after using spawn lava, use them. They are absolutely incredible. They give you fission, they give all your units like faster movement speed, and they're just more threatening to the enemy. The enemy doesn't really want to come onto your creep and fight you there. As soon as he sees the creep, he's worried because he might get outflanked by masses of Zerglings or something. So it's not a comfortable place for him to be.